Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, on the occasion of the celebration of the 212th anniversary of the independence of Venezuela, the Embassy of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela in St. Vincent and the Grenadines held a solemn ceremony that included the presentation of a wreath to the liberator of Venezuela, Simon Bolivar, in the company of high authorities of the Vincentian government, social movements, and organizations of the people of SVG. The Minister of Education and National Reconciliation, Curtis King, congratulated on behalf of the Vincentian government, the people, and the Bolivarian government of Venezuela. Independence for every country is something very significant, and that is how, with all milestones, we must celebrate them. But it is not just to celebrate them, it is to celebrate in gospel, because the achievement of independence for all people is significant from the standpoint where people can see that it is our right to make the decision that determines our own destiny, Minister King said. Today, Friday, July 7th, 2023, four members of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, the RSVGPF, celebrated 35 years of service in the organization. The officers are as follows: Assistant Superintendent of Police, Mr. Nigel Butcher, Station Sergeant, Mr. Gregory Williams, Sergeant Rodney Swift, and Sergeant Erickson Brown. The four officers were among 29 men and women who were enlisted into the constabulary on Thursday, July 7, 1988. Reflecting on their accomplishments, the veteran officers highlighted that, despite the challenges of the job, they remained resilient and dedicated over the years. They added that their enthusiasm and dedication to duty have given them the desire to continue to serve the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines for many more years to come. Still on the local scene, Vincentian entrepreneurs will have the opportunity to have their products showcased for a one-day event in New York in August this year as part of an initiative spearheaded by Club St. Vincent Inc. in collaboration with the Regional Integration and Diaspora Unit, the RIDU, and Invest SVG. A ceremony was held on Monday, July 3, 2023, at the Ministry of Finance's conference room to make Vincentian entrepreneurs aware of the initiative. Maxwell Charles, Deputy Director of RIDU, highlighted at the ceremony that the unit has been spearheading this initiative for many years and takes this endeavor seriously to help in marketing local entrepreneurs' products in New York. The Deputy Director thanked Invest SVG and Club St. Vincent Inc. for their efforts and support and said he was looking forward to the Vinci Expo event in August. On to news in the region. From September 2023, students in Trinidad and Tobago will be allowed to wear their hair in locks, twists, plaits, afros, and cornrows in accordance with school rules. Girls will also be allowed to wear hair extensions, including weaves and braids, in the new academic year. The relaxing of rules on school hairstyles follows stakeholder discussions on the matter, in the wake of a group of boys graduating from Trinity College, Mocha, not being allowed to cross the stage with their fellow graduates due in part to their hairstyles. Discussion on Thursday, hosted by TNT's Ministry of Education, included the Tobago House of Assembly and denominational school boards. Other education stakeholders included the National Principals Associations, the National Parent Teachers Association, and Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association. The ministry confirmed that out of this engagement and research conducted, it was determined that the National School Code of Conduct should be amended to include a national hair code for Trinidad and Tobago. A 24-year-old waiter of Percy District in St. Anne, Jamaica, was charged with murder following the stabbing death of an elderly shopkeeper in Wat Town in the parish on Sunday, July 2nd. David Morris, otherwise known otherwise called Pacha Gray, was charged for the murder of 71-year-old Herbert Sims, otherwise called Tallman of Wat Town. Reports from Jamaica's Brownstown police are that at about 12:55 a.m., Sims was inside his shop when Morris entered and used a ratchet knife to inflict stab wounds to his neck. The police were alerted, and upon their arrival, Sims was seen lying face down in a pool of blood. He was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. An investigation was launched, and Morris was apprehended during a police operation. He was charged on Tuesday, July 4th, after confessing to the crime in a caution statement during a question and answer session. His court date is being finalized. Finally, on the international scene, Twitter is considering legal action against Meta over its fast growing rival app Threads. Threads, which was launched to millions on Wednesday, is similar to Twitter and has been pitched by Meta bosses as a friendly alternative. Twitter's Elon Musk said a competition is fine, cheating is not, but Meta denied claims in a legal letter that ex-Twitter staff helped create Threads. More than 30 million people have signed up for the new app, according to Meta. That is less than a tenth of the estimated 350 million users on Twitter, according to Statista. According to an SEC filing from 2013, it took Twitter 4 years to build the same number of users that Threads gained in a day. Although Twitter grew its user base from scratch, while Threads was able to tap into the pre-existing 2 billion monthly users, Meta says Instagram has. US copyright law does not protect ideas, so for Twitter to be successful in court, it would have to prove that its own intellectual property, such as programming code, was taken. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for WEFM's Evening News, and we thank you for listening.